This December, I am choosing more joy and peace, and I hope you come along for the ride with me. I am Maria if you're new here, and this month for 24 days, for the next 24 days, December 1st to 24th, I am going to be coming on and every day for 24 days and sharing with you how I'm moving through the holidays in a slower, more intentional way with cozy vlogs and gentle routines and honest chats. Now, here's the thing. Most of my time here on YouTube has been very, I'll say, orchestrated in the sense that I script things to a certain degree. I still run things sort of organically, but it's very intentional about what I do. This round, I want to just be Maria unfiltered. My daughter said to me a little while ago, she says, Mom, when I watch you on YouTube, like you're not anything like you are at home. I'm like, what do you mean? But when I look at myself, I come from a corporate background, so I have to be very on sort of thing, right? When she goes, you're not like that at home. And don't worry, I'll still make this, so kids can watch it. Because at home, I'm very unfiltered. She says, you rank up there with Tony Robbins, Mom, when it comes to the swear words you use. Which I do sometimes. And I do sense that. Like, I do try and make things very specific. And it's interesting because when I do go off on tangents and off topic and just rolling with it, and very organic, people around me and my clients even say, like, that's when you're at your best. And so for the next 24 days, I'm going to try my very hardest, which is quite the oxymoron, isn't it? Yeah, the opposite direction I want to go. I'm going to just allow myself, we'll say, to be unfiltered and just roll with it. And I've even done some of the filming already for some of it. And it's interesting because, you always got to get your hair done and you got to get it all together. And it's like, this morning I'm doing a morning routine. It's like, just start filming, hair up. And I went to bed last night with wet hair. So you can imagine what it looked like. I got naturally curly hair and went to bed with wet hair. So I had this, all over the map and just letting it be. It's one of my biggest pet peeves about YouTube is having to put myself together all the time. And that's what really slows me down. And I get kind of cranky because many of the male counterparts here on YouTube go on, they don't have to necessarily even shave, they got a t-shirt on, maybe they wash their hair and have a shower, who knows, maybe not, and they can just show up. And no one says anything. But if a female does that same, it's quite interesting, the negative Nellies out there that have a lot to say about it, which is a really pet peeve of mine. So anyways, off my soapbox already. If you're craving a more joyful December, then I'd love for you to stick around for the month and just click subscribe, join in, get the notifications when I'm going to try and keep these under 20 minutes. I was going to say under 10, but that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Here's what you can expect over the next 24 days. I'm going to be doing some vlogs, which I've never done on my channel before. Everything is very curated and very specific and very strategic, and it's got to be things on mindset and money and slow living, things like that. But now I'm just going to show you how I do it in my life, what it looks like in action. And I'll still mix in some money and some mindset and things like that because I think it's really, really important. That's never going to go away from me. I have oodles of coaching, not coaching, I have oodles of certification for coaching, for health coaching, nutrition, mindset, manifesting, law of attraction, money, long list. I'm a lifelong learner, and little tidbit about, I even am a certified yoga instructor for kids, okay? And a little something that most people don't know about me. I don't practice it. I did it when my daughter was younger. I loved it. My intention for 2026 is to get my yoga certification for myself. And that has to do with a bigger vision I have, like longer term vision. But it's one of the stepping stones to get there. So for the month of December, this is going to be a mix of lifestyle vlogging. So not just money mindset stuff, it's going to be lifestyle. Things I love to eat, my cooking. I used to have a food blog. I used to do food photography. And I've let all that go, but that creative side of me is still there. I love watercolor painting. I love my cats, but you'll see, and one's like trying to climb up the wall right now and driving me a little bit crazy. Come here, Scarlett. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. I've also got 2 days in the month that have nothing scheduled in them because I wanted to have those organic moments so that if you have something you want me to share or if something just naturally comes up, I want space for it. I don't want everything just, of course, scheduled and all that. Okay, so that's going to be the plan for this month. I will be doing a couple of unboxings, and tomorrow morning, I have my advent calendar for Nespresso. Okay, so that is what's going to happen for the month of December. You're going to get all these little pockets of joy throughout the whole month, and that is really what I'm aiming for this month. It's about opening you up to having more joy in your life. You have to allow it in. You have to let it happen. All too often, especially the month of December, we're focused and the checklist is a million miles long. And my mom, when I was growing up, we used to have, I think it was either on Boxing Day or Christmas Eve. I can't remember which day it was. It was quite a few years ago, like 20 some odd years ago. And actually longer than that, but we won't go there. The house would be full of people. She'd get 40 people in her little tiny, tiny, tiny house. And there would be my mom in the corner of the living room, curled up in a chair, out cold because she's exhausted, because she put so much into getting ready for that time. And she didn't get to enjoy it. So this is about finding balance and setting boundaries and all that stuff. We're going to cover it all this month. Before you go, take a second to think about this. What could be one small thing that could change in your world to make your holiday season feel more peaceful, a lot lighter? And then share that in the comments, please, and inspire others to get on board with having a lighter, more easeful Christmas or holiday season, because it's not always Christmas for people. It could be Hanukkah, it could be Kwanzaa, it could be whatever you celebrate or not celebrate, but just the month of December, because we get busy and hectic in all the activities that go on usually. So if you'd like to follow along in the series, like I said, just like and subscribe, and that'll help others be able to see it, as well as you'll get notified when it's coming up. So with that, take a moment today to think about what you want for this holiday season. What would make that ideal season for you? What would that look like? Because if you don't know what it looks like or what it might feel like, it's kind of hard to get there. With that, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone.